Does God pair everyone up with a husband or wife?
Well, it's been my experience that it doesn't work that way. It's, that there's that one perfect person out there for you. I believe that if you do life God's way, I believe that if you obey the boundaries that He has asked us as His children to kind of fit into, I think we're going to meet people that are also like-minded in that regard, and they are going to be everything that God wants for us. Now, whether we're attracted to them or not, that's going to be something that's going to be based on our preferences. But you think we will meet people throughout our lifetime that we could be in a relationship with. So I don't think that God does pair up all of us.
But do you think He has a best for everyone?
Yeah, I guess maybe I do. I think that you're the best person for me on the planet.
I agree. You're the best for me.
Just because I can't imagine any other woman putting up with my shenanigans. But I also think that God's will is a complicated mystery.
Yeah, it is a mystery. That's a good word.
I think we can't just say it's linear. I don't think it's just one way. I don't think it's just like one piece of string going from A to B.
Yeah, and He's outside of time.
He sees it all. He sees all of our relationships. And here's something that'll bake your noodle. The things that we experience as hardships, if we choose differently in that hardship, it changes the future for our lives. And it changes the people we'll meet.
Well, and I think God knows that too. He knows the trajectory that's going to happen if we don't choose the best person that He has for us. He knows the consequences that way. And He knows like the growth and the nurturing and, all of the bliss that's going to happen if you do choose the right person. Not to say that there is not complications that way, but...
Absolutely. And the question that's not being asked here is, does God allow or does He... call some to singleness, to not ever marry.
Right.
And, I think about you and how you were on a incredible trajectory in the ministry that God called you to before we'd met.
Yeah.
And if we had never married, you would still be fully excited to serve God. You would be giving all of your time and energy to your ministry and blessing thousands of young people from the inner city that had never gotten a chance to ever get outside their zip code.
Definitely. Well, and look at Mother Teresa, look at everything that she couldn't have done had she been married,
Absolutely.
And so I think that there's huge blessing just finding the path that God has for you.
Sure. I've got buddies that don't have relationships, they've not married, and I kind of envy them sometimes. I love my family. I love being married. I love my children. You're looking at me like, what are you about to say? I love that God did this in my life, and I wouldn't want anything different. But there is such a uniqueness to when you're single. Paul talks about this, that you can give full, 100% abandon. Just, God, use me any way you want, 24/7. I'll go wherever you want. I'm not going to worry about a mortgage. I'm not going to worry about clothing my kids.
Yeah.
I'm just going to jump into this.
Well, and your heart too. Your heart is all His. It's you have so much that you need to kind of divide as you're with your family.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, great question. If you got more to say about that, or maybe you've got some more thoughts, hit us up on Twitter at @ChatListenLove, or you can text us at 313131 and place Remedy in the message.